How do you dispose of the containers on the farm after spraying?
Due to climate challenges, pests and diseases are on the rise, and sometimes we need to spray our crops. Extra care has to be taken before, during, and after spraying. The correct disposal of containers is very important on the farm. To educate us more on this, we have invited Benson Gige from AAK Grow. Now, do you use pesticides and herbicides?
Yes, I use pesticides and herbicides.
After using the herbicides and the pesticides, what do you do with the containers?
Basically, I would just dig a deep hole.
How deep?
And bury them.
How deep?
Around 4 feet.
And then when you get more containers, you make another hole, sort of a graveyard.
Yeah, something like that.
All right.
There are those farmers who will bury, as he has also said, there are those who will burn, and there are those who will throw in the pit latrine. So the first reason why you should not throw it in the soil, no matter how deep the hole is, at one point the water will still get to those containers. And it will wash away the remaining pesticides and take them into the ground. And therefore you will be polluting. So it is not advisable to bury them in the soil. The reason why you should not burn is that the temperatures that are achieved at the farm when you light your fire, they are not high enough to destroy the chemicals. So they'll just evaporate and go into the air, polluting the air. The reason why you should not throw it in the latrine is that the latrine also has some small organisms that make the toilet not to smell a lot and also not to fill up very fast. So if you throw the products inside there, then it means that you are also harming those organisms.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So what are the guidelines?
Anytime you intend to use any herbicide or pesticide, the first thing you should do is to read the label because it gives you the instructions on how you can use the product in a safe and efficient manner.
Anthony, do you do that?
Yes, I normally read the instructions.
So there is a process that is supposed to be followed when it comes to the disposal of empty pesticide containers. At the point of use, when the pesticide or the herbicide is over, that is the point where you're supposed to undertake what is known as a triple rinsing procedure.
Triple rinsing?
Yes.
I've never heard of that.
It is rinsing the empty pesticide container 3 times so that you can remove any remains that are within the container and place them in the spray tank. Yes.
So that still saves on the farmer.
It saves the farmer. And if you do it later, you won't have anywhere to throw that water. You will end up throwing it away in the environment, somewhere on the shamba.
You'll be doing more harm.
More harm, yes.
Remember, triple rinsing ensures you use all the product. Pour out the rinse water into your sprayer. After the triple rinsing, what was the next step?
When you come back after you are done with the spraying, you'll take the container and remove the label, the pesticide label. And this is done so that no one else can come and pick the container and use it to make a counterfeit product. After you have removed the label, the next step is to puncture the bottle. If anyone else would like to use it at home to put milk, to put tea leaves, they will not be able to do that once you have punctured the containers. And then after you have punctured it, the next step is to flatten it. You do not want to carry a whole gunia that has very little weight. So you flatten them so that you can carry more and deliver them to the nearest collection center.
Oh, so there's a collection center.
As AAK Grow, we also provide facilities or collection centers where the farmers can come and bring their empty containers for proper disposal as recommended by the manufacturers and the government.
Where do I keep them before delivering them to the collection center?
After you have flattened the containers, you can place them in a sack. At the farm, you should be able to keep them away from children and away from other people in your homestead. And ideally, it should be in a store where you can lock. You are the one with access to the key.
The materials, some of them are made of glass, others are made of plastic. The procedure, is it the same or what?
For the glass and the plastic containers, the procedure of triple rinsing is the same.
How does he puncture the glass?
The glass will be delivered as is. For the sachets, you ensure that each of the last powder has been removed, and then you can crumple it and place it in your sack. When you deliver to the collection center, the sorting will be done at that particular point.
To find your nearest disposal center, get in touch with iShamba. What do you think of our experts' advice?
Well done. Yes, that one is quite good. We are going to improve on that so that we can go with the standards.
You go with the standards?
Yes.
Okay.